I just don't like. I cannot live in a condo. Why? No coffee shop downstairs. No void deck. People shut their doors more than open their doors. The thing even about life these days when my family gets a bit more mature, we open the door more. Small thing, we open the door, you let the air in, you see who's passing by, you make friends. And for the older ones, you know this, back in those days, the neighborliness is very different. Yeah? My house no sugar, I borrow from you. My house no egg, I borrow from you. Your house no salt, you borrow from me. Sometimes we lend our children also, hey, I need manpower, don't carry some farm. Now, your next door neighbor for 10 years, you don't even know his name. Is this the way we should go as Singaporeans? I don't think so. Okay. Then one day, I relaxing at home, Sunday afternoon. What the hell? What's that? What's the noise from downstairs? Carpentry workshop, is it? No. Turns out to be this. I took this picture from far. Can you tell what's going on over here? It's a bunch of skaters. Yeah, the guys in my neighborhood brought all their skateboards, brought all their half pipes, brought wooden platforms to skate. They were noisy but not in a bad way. They were just being loud. The thing that I like about this is, one is in my neighborhood. Second, the guys in my neighborhood are all about my age, 37, approaching 40. They're still doing this. It's not because they refuse to grow up. We refuse to grow up, but we are mature, responsible adults that don't want to let go of the youth. I think the youth. So at this point, I'm just going to share with you letters that I wrote to people and they wrote back. And a bit of a story about, a bit of background about the letters, okay? This one, Stan from Singapore. Yeah? Hey, sorry. So, this was taken, gambar ni diambil oleh kawan saya dari Itali, Mr. Luca Vergano. Dan ini juga, aku tengah jemur kain. Authentic, ha? Aku tak ada macam lepak kat alleyway, step swimming, jacuzzi ke apa, swimming pool. This authentic, is my daily life. Tengok, basikal kat tepi, tiga-tiga milik keluarga saya, tiga-tiga dah tak boleh pakai. Tapi biarkan kat sana, perhiasan. I've got some interest on my left and a bit on the sides. So hi, my name is Shaiful and I am not a traveler from the past. I am not that old. I am 37 years old and I'm going to talk about my life story from 1982 till present day. Oh, I've got an audience. Oh, nice. Hi kids. Hi. How old are you? 5 years old. Wow, I've been 5 years old maybe 10 years ago also. You're 5. I was 5 before. When I was 5, it was a very fun time. You want to hear my life story? Oh, I've got more audience. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. And I have a senior audience somewhere sitting on the bench. Oh, that's good. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oops, careful. Hi. You guys remind me of a time when I was 5 years old and just like you guys. You're 4 years. You're 5 years. How old do you think I am? How old do you think I am? Huh? 37. You either were very attentive or you're very clever. So, I am not from the past. I'm not going to tell a story about long ago, but I'm going to tell a story about my life. Do you want to hear my story? I can hear you. Okay, now I can hear you. Alright, so I was born in 1982 and I had my first year. Okay, I was born in Mount Alvernia Hospital. Okay, I was born in a hospital and when I was 1 day old till I was 1 year old, I lived in this area called Bedok. Do you know where Bedok is? Where? No, Bedok is over there. When we take a bus, it's 10 minutes. Yeah? I lived at block 99 Bedok North, Avenue 4. Where do you live? You're living in Street 4? Okay. You live in 20. You have 20 homes? Wow, you're a rich person. Can I be your friend? Where do you store your information and documents? Gmail, right? Maybe? Or some kind of hard disk, or you transfer them or we transfer. Or maybe as with the modern computers now, you have so much storage, you don't think about storing them anywhere. Yeah? You just WhatsApp your information to people. When I had my first computer, I stored them here. Floppy disk. Just to have maybe the equivalent of 1 or 2 gigabytes, you need a lot of these things, right? Remember, sir, how difficult it was in this time? You lose your diskette, that's it. Yeah? You lose all your work. And then we have to work out sometimes. Right now there's a lot of CrossFit going on, there's a lot of gyms going on, there's a lot of attention to how you should look like. Back then, if you wanted to stay fit, skipping rope. I'm going to show something that is worthy of a museum for your time. I assume all of you are on your smartphones, right? Right, smartphones? Don't worry, I'm not taking out a public phone now. I am, however, going to take this out. This was one of my first phones. You remember this, man? Sony Ericsson. If you were an Abing or an Alien, you would change the light. Each time there's a call coming, you could change the ringtone, and this is it. Yeah? Do you know how to turn this on? Let me show you. You just have to press one of the buttons. Hold it in for 3 seconds and it turns on. If any of you can help download WhatsApp on this, I'll give you a lot of money. It's not going to happen. The technology is impossible, yeah? So this is the time of the 90s. I'm going to show you one last thing that is true, and I don't know whether you still have this thing. Can you see what's going on in this picture? Injection. Do any of you go through this? You do, right? So this is one thing that transcends all generations in Singapore. The BCG injection that you get at the end of primary school. Yeah, this is not me. This was, however, a drawing by my father. As you can tell, the year is 1965. It captures the same emotion. The fierceness who wants to get this done. The terrified student that is just waiting and waiting for the injection to go over. Yeah? But this is a mix of old and new. A classic drawing by someone from the past, but transposed on a very modern form, the tote bag. So if you're ever interested, it's pretty cool. Now I'm going to tell you a bit of a story. This is a transition from third world to first world. Now let me tell you the transition of third world to first world in my neighborhood in Bedok. Okay? I told you my story for my first 10 or 15 years. I'm just going to show you very quickly images from Bedok that I think are very relevant to not just my time, but also hopefully in your time as well. Generic picture of my neighborhood. This is not an old picture. It is just a picture taken 2 or 3 years ago. Sitting at a coffee shop doing my thing. Used the filter on my phone and just took this. And I'm saying this because sometimes we are so busy with our lives, our school, our work, that we forget to take time to just enjoy simple beauties of daily life. This is one of it, yeah? This was a picture taken by a friend of mine. What am I doing? You just see what I'm doing. It's a basic household chore. I'm just leaving out my laundry to dry on the railing on the HDB flat corridor. It seems like, I do this every day. What's the point in telling me this? Let me tell you, this is uniquely Singapore. Only we in Singapore do these things. Yeah? We have a clean railing, clean corridor, enough sun, and this is what we do. This was taken by a friend of mine, Luca Vergano. Luca Vergano is an Italian photographer, and I told him, you know, you want to come to my place? You're more than welcome. I want you to see how I live life daily. Yeah, unpretentious, very honest. That's how I live my life. Now, this thing might also not be. I won't be surprised if it's something you've not seen in a while. This is me at the void deck. You're asking, what's so special about the void deck? I live in HDB as well. No, look properly. This is a classic void deck where it's open spaced. There's no fancy restrictions, no stone chairs, no benches, no angular architecture to confuse you or make you feel small. It's a very open concept void deck that is only prevalent in the older flats. Yeah? And it's more than just a space. It's where you come down and take your walk. You can see grandparents with their grandchildren, very seldom nowadays. Boys who play football over here. I used to play football all the time at the void deck when I was younger. You don't see that anymore. People have gotten married in this void deck. People have had funeral rigs in this void deck. So this is one part about Singapore that's very unique to us throughout our many years. Yeah. So that's just me. Another example of taking life as it is. So Singapore has this thing called, and you all know this, the MRT system. The classic line is the north-south, east-west. Living in Bedok, I've had only Bedok MRT for very long. But right now with the downtown line, and I have options of going to Bedok North or Bedok Reservoir to have my transport. I particularly like Bedok Reservoir because I have to pass by the PIE via this overhead bridge. So I was just taking a walk and I stopped. I had a new phone and I'm just taking a picture, snapping a picture. I was doing my thing. I had my moment while the world was passing by. It's a beautiful thing. People sometimes forget to do things like this as they get older, as they get more progressive. Yeah. So just a reminder to all of you that it's great to do what you're doing. What you're doing. You're being great students and all that, I assume. But don't forget to take your moments in life. Now, this is something I like to share. What do you think of this view? Can anyone say something or respond? Do you think it's a beautiful view? Great view? Do you think it's from a condo or some kind of fancy apartment? No, it's the view from my bedroom every day when I wake up. Bedok North Street 3, very calm, very serene neighborhood. Something simple like this. I know it's very generic, but I think also sometimes people forget to take their moments in life. When you go home, just look out the window in the evening or in the morning and just witness this. I will tell my story as work is going on. Clean up this mess, girlfriend. Yeah. Letter from Australia. Letter from, guess where? I tore out the stamp. Do you see where this is from? Brazil. I was writing this when I was about 15, 16, pretty much your age. This one. From Russia. The guy here, my pen pal, Dmitry Ivanov, actually came to Singapore in about 2004. And he stayed at my place. It's quite surreal. I showed him this letter, hey, you wrote this before we met. Now you're actually in my room. It's fun. Yeah, let's hang out. Okay, it's cool. So it's quite an experience, quite surreal to have him tell your pen pal actually be in your actual room many years down the road. Letters from Italy, letters from Japan, and another letter from Italy. Yeah, I would definitely allow you to come, and I can't say what's in the content, but you can definitely come over and check it out. As you can tell, what I'm trying to share with you is sometimes we are too caught up in our rat race. And Singapore went from third world to first world very quickly in 20 years. A lot of the things that were very much part of us once upon a time are now pretty much antiques in some way. Yeah, these things over here, once upon a time were just daily items. Right now they're antiques. What I'm trying to say is Singapore is a very progressive country, and all of you are born in the technocratic age. By all means, do what you want to do. But don't forget to live life as it is. Yeah, the neighborhood of Bedok taught me to live life as it is. Simplicity can also mean beauty. Thank you for your time. My name is Shaiful from Bedok North. You've been a wonderful audience, and see you next time. Bye bye.